Official.StreetSmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.StreetSmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart Fanpage on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. Les Goose, D-E-C-W, Memories.
Oh, look at you with the Francais shit.
This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW. March 7th, 1995. 58 minutes and 39 seconds for those of you with the tape trader. Hi, Steph, as Lord of the Flunkies. What was the time for the WWE Network? And your thoughts and views of the show?
Me and my awesome subscribers on the WWE Network are not flunkies. But for the March 7th, 1995 show, which is also Hardcore 98, the time was 46 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, and my thoughts of the show. Mostly, it was mostly some more Return of the Funker stuff and shit. But it did have some good promos in there. We got to see Shane and Cactus together, which it brought up. It made for a very interesting dynamic for Shane, and we'll go into a little bit as you flesh out the review and shit. But clip show, skip show. But go ahead and check again for the promos like last week.
So we start with a replay of the Pit Bulls versus the Beat Up Guys at Return of the Funker.
The beat up guy.
Recounted by us. Extreme Retro Review number 111. And we also have a replay of the main events and the post-match of Return of the Funker. So we had Joey at the desk. He's explaining the recent developments from Return of the Funker. He leads in to a promo between Sandman, Woman, and the living legend, Terry Funk. Hack leads off saying, if you want to go heart to heart, gut to gut, Cactus Jack, bring it on.
You know, that room probably smells like cigarettes, old man ass, and frickin' yesterday pony pone and shit.
Probably smells like 3 dicks.
That's it.
But if you want to go mind to mind, you gotta go to Woman. Woman says wrestling has always been a business of manipulation, taking money where she can get it. She loathes, despises, and hates the guts of Cactus Jack.
Damn.
First she turned to Hack, but now she turns to him.
Everybody's selling their soul to the devil, just left and right.
Terry Funk plays cleanup, asking a question to the ECW audience. He says, do you know who Dewey is? Have you ever heard the name of Dewey Foley?
Oh my goodness.
That's Cactus Jack's son. And he has no brain. Because his mother's a fool. And his dad is a total jerk. Because time after time, Cactus Jack wanted to emanate Terry Funk. I think the word is emulate. That's a completely pet peeve of mine. People saying the wrong words.
Well, hopefully you didn't mean inseminate. But I wouldn't put it past Terry Funk.
I said this has to be a complete rib because everybody in the room is either an idiot, or they're just going along with the joke.
No, it's not a rib. He really meant to say emanate.
Are these words not in the Extreme Encyclopedia?
But you have to know how to read.
It was a great promo, but the word thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. The despicable nature of him calling out sweet, innocent Dewey, who has nothing to do with his feud with Terry Funk, with Cactus Jack whatsoever. That didn't strike you as a little inappropriate, a little crass, a little reprehensible. Matter of fact, just flat out disgusting. I was appalled as a human. I don't even have kids, but I know people who have kids, and I do know that you do not talk about someone's child.
We got a March 13th, a March 17th, March 18th bumpers featuring Sabu versus Marty Jannetty. And double tables coming soon to ECW home video.
Oh man, it's going to be riveting.
We have a Shane and Cactus Jack promo.
Oh yeah.
The franchise is whispering sweet nothings into Cactus Jack's ear. The good one. He says he has commitments to the ECW World title and to the triple threats. But Cactus Jack and Shane Douglas go back to 1985 when they both broke in by WWF beat-up guy Dominic DiNucci. R.I.P. to Shane's dad. He called Mick Foley a goof. I said gimmick infringement. But he has what it takes to make it to the top. Then he rambles until he puts himself over. Cactus says that there are people say Shane isn't to be trusted. But Shane Douglas fed him, put a roof over his head. So all that other shit is whatever. Do I have to explain character motivations and their complexity during this promo? Hot stuff.
Not to me, you don't, because I picked up on the nuance. Matter of fact, I teased it a little bit in the opener because it's very fascinating to me through these character motivations. We have for arguably the top heel in the company, who now all of a sudden is, for better or worse, a face in this particular storyline. And it's fascinating.
It is absolutely fascinating. Top heel of the company put a bag over Terry Funk's head to win the title. Joins forces with the Crippler and the Shooter to form the triple threat. But when you face him with Cactus Jack, he's a friend. He's a guy he broke into the business with, who shared roofs and traded war stories and scabs and bumps and shit. I can see why Vince wanted this motherfucker in 95. I get it. Because they play off each other perfectly. And Jack ends up going to fucking New York later on. Why can they be up there at the same time?
Talk about a missed opportunity.
Jack weaves in stories about the pain he takes from wrestling and how he wants to emulate Terry Funk. But at this point, he says, fuck it. He's not going to be the same man after facing Terry Funk. But so will Terry Funk. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
They have a Bumper-rama featuring the Generation X gauntlet match. Catch the Raven, where Tommy Dreamer fights Stevie Richards, Johnny Hotbody, the fashion plate of ECW, Tony the Hitman Stetson, and finally Raven in a gauntlet match.
Can't wait.
Each wrestler will be cuffed to the ring post before facing the next man.
Oh, that's a nice little twist.
It's 1v1, V1, V Raven, nevermore. Negative infinity! So, the next segment we have, I shall now name Evolution of a Putz. He has a promo weaving himself into the Cactus Jack, Shane Douglas, Sandman, Terry Funk saga. It started back in 1993 when Johnny Gunn got put out by Mr. Hwoud with the Sidewalk Slam.
Good times.
Johnny Gunn was one half tag champ with Tommy Dreamer. So Shane Douglas, the franchise, stepped in and turned on him because of woman. Recounted by us. Extreme Retro Review, number 41.
Great job, Shane.
Shout out 1993 Foods.
That guy was such an asshole.
He then cries about Terry Funk being his mentor, and he couldn't hit him when he approached him.
It's because you're a pussy.
So, like looking away from the camera, I said, who thought this was a wise and sexy look? Every time he says a name, he turns to the camera like a sad puppy dog.
Oh, his little feelings hurt.
They show the flashbacks in sepia tone as Terry Funk, Putz are walking to the ring, and Dewey Funk Jr. gets hit in the back of with a chair by the Public Enemy.
Oh, that was awesome.
Recounted by us, Extreme Retro Review, number 74.
You're welcome.
He was alone when Terry Funk abruptly left ECW, but Cactus Jack became his partner due to similar interests. The Sandman.
He might have been a clone.
He was about to leave during the Cactus Jack versus DC Drake match.
Did he just bury the fuck out of DC Drake?
He didn't know what to do when he heard Cactus Jack getting his ass whipped. So he ran in, he ducked the Sandman's cane shots, beat the Sandman to obliterate, and then stepped to Terry Funk. If Funk had a reason to slap him, so be it.
What type of chicken shit is that?
He says, who is Tommy Dreamer to question a legend like Terry Funk?
That is some... But I don't know what goes on at the cross-dressing ranch and shit, but that sounds like some Waco, Texas type shit right there. Like, this dude just showed you how, just showed you how a nasty human being he is and shit. That he will stoop to no level to do whatever he wants to make someone else's life miserable. He did it to JT Smith. He's done it to Mankind. He's done it to you. He shit on Dewey. He's done shit on people all throughout the whole timeline and shit.
He continues by speaking and saying that life is complicated and you don't know the motivations behind people. But if you think that's going to pull him away from Raven, you're dead wrong. He buries the iterations of Scotty Flamingo, Scotty the Body, Johnny Polo, Scott Anthony. And he says if it wasn't for ECW, he wouldn't be who he is today. Tommy Dreamer will sell out. Never. Don't get in his face again, Raven. Nevermore. It was a good but cheesy promo.
Yeah, it didn't do anything for me. But Evolution of a Putz is hilarious, though.
We have Joey lead into the Shane Douglas Tully Blanchard match, explaining the relationship between Shane and Cactus Jack, and can Cactus Jack trust the franchise Shane Douglas? We have Shane versus Tully. I said Tully starts hot, quote unquote, with fists and the struggle slingshot suplex.
Terrible.
This match is terrible. He continues to be punchy and kicky throughout the match.
Punchy and kicky.
Shane Douglas then gets him punch drunk.
Oh man, punchy and kicky. That's a hell of a analysis there, fool.
They spill outside. The crowd is still lifeless and piped in. The crowd wants this over. I concur. Take a shot when Joey Styles yells, "The Tully of old," during this match.
The Tully of old. The Tully of old.
I missed the finish, stuffing my grinder.
So the finish, Shane is outside on the ring apron. Blanchard's on the inside. He goes to suplex Shane back inside. Shane shifts his weight, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3.
Your thoughts on the match?
My thoughts. I don't know. I'm surprised I remember the finish, to be honest with you, because I didn't write it down. I just all I wrote was Shane beats Blanchard. But yeah, so it was a very blasé affair for me. Matter of fact, yeah, because I remember telling myself, don't. I was getting in my ass for. I was fussing at myself for dazing off and shit. I'm like, stop dazing off, nigga. Focus, as I remember telling myself that and shit. So, but you need to grow up, fool. This is a mature show that we do for our 160 subscribers.
We have Joey with a lead in at the Nest. He mentions the phone line rumor that there's going to be a three-way between the pubic enema, Sabu and Taz, and the crippler and the shooter. He throws it to the Public Enemy at the underpass in the hood. They're sitting around a little bonfire. They say that they outlasted everyone. The cops, the other teams, but they can't seem to get past the crippler and the shooter. They show the top rope power bomb from double tables. Recounted by Extreme Retro Review 107.
And showing 911 standing in the corner like a statue as Chris Benoit annihilates his client. Clearly, 911 went to the Terry Funk School of Bodyguarding because he's simply terrible. I don't know why Paul didn't fire him right on the spot after that.
Johnny Grunge then tells a story about his older brother who died when he was 8 years old, and his friend who got killed in a drive-by.
He didn't shed a tear either time.
He says that they lived and died as hoodies. The Public Enemy made it out, but they keep getting sucked back in. I should note, Rocco looks like K-Dog when he joined the NWO. He didn't shed a tear when they wheeled Rocco Rock to the hospital, but he finally shed a tear when he was there, or some shit. It's terrible. Rocco Rock makes faces and says something stupid. They get serious and end with the lottie-dottie catchphrase. They are completely terrible.
Question. For a nice chunk of that promo, Rocco had his hand on Johnny Grunge's thigh. Any idea why?
Stay tuned.
It was so I went to the movies yesterday to see the first Purge and shit, and like me and my date were exchanging hands on each other's thighs, like Rocco had his comfortably nestled on Grunge's thigh. Like they did the lottie-dottie side to side. Grunge had both of his hands in the air. Rocco was swinging one arm, the other arm didn't leave. Grunge's thigh. So I was just wondering if you had any idea what that was about, but you did say stay tuned.
So it's fitting to see them getting their ass beat at Return to the Funker by the Crippler and the Shooter to end the show. They announced the three-way dance. It's awful. Overall, it took some weeks to write this one, but we back. As of this writing, we just recorded Extreme Retro Review number 95 and 96.
Oh, shit.
Extreme Retro Review number 64, When Worlds Collide, had just uploaded to YouTube.
Oh, shit, look at you.
But as for this show, clip don't skip. Tommy's promo is a must to be heard so you can understand the character motivations going forward.
And the evolution of a Putz.
Next week, March 14th, 1995. Cruising into a show that we have no name and we have no care for.
Oh, it's par for the course for ECW.
Until then, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
And the evolution.